This is TJ Legacy, host of the Soapboxx Podcast. The live stream will start shortly, but make sure you like our This is TJ Legacy, host of the Soapboxx Podcast. The live stream will start shortly, but make sure you like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and tell all of your friends and family that the most infamous podcast on all your streaming services is about to go live.
TJ, what's good? It's HB. Can I just big you up real quick with what you're doing with the Soapboxx? Listen, anytime somebody takes their platform to educate and inform the culture of hip-hop, with politics, pop culture, doing what you're doing and being responsible with your platform, I can't do nothing but salute you, TJ. Keep doing what it do. Keep repping for the culture. Nothing but love and respect for me, baby. Peace.
What's really good? It's Peter Rosenberg, Hot 97, ESPN, WWE, GP Podcast, all that. Big shout out to my peoples over at the Soapboxx, all right? My man TJ, Legacy Cole, the whole Soapboxx crew. Incredible new podcast, all right? Politics, pop culture, hip-hop, even wrestling on occasion. It's all there. So go subscribe and make sure you tune in to the Soapboxx. TJ, what up, man? Appreciate you.
Peace to the planet. Charlemagne the God here. What's happening, TJ Legacy Cole? Salute to you, King. Salute to the Soapboxx Podcast. The Soapboxx Podcast is an independent black media podcast, and they talk hip-hop, politics, pop culture, mental health, social justice, a lot of my favorite subjects. Check them out, man. Tune in, subscribe to them. You never know. I'm out here looking at all the different podcasts that are moving and shaking out here, because, I got the Black Effect Podcast Network, so I'm going to be checking y'all out, TJ. All right? Keep working.
Yo, what's good? What's going on? Welcome to the Soapboxx Podcast. I'm your host, TJ Legacy, and this is the most infamous podcast on all your streaming services, the Soapboxx Podcast. Without further, let me move these people around. I want Jay. I'm gonna put Jay next to me. There we go. That's how. Now I feel bad. I wouldn't do that with a old superstar down there. But hey, anyway, what's good? Soapboxx Podcast. We here on a Thursday. We're gonna introduce the family, best co-host that any host could ever ask for. I'm gonna start with the lady from all the way from Tallahassee, Florida. What's going on, Jay? How you doing?
What's going on, everybody? Definitely happy to be here. Happy to see Jess. Haven't seen in a long time. And I think we're gonna have a great conversation. Well, actually, I know we're gonna have a great conversation. So just waiting to see what the Soapboxx Nation thinks about it.
Yes, indeed. What's going on? Shout out to, speaking of Soapboxx Nation, shout out to Lisa. What up, Lisa? Hope you're having a great week. We're gonna start. Lady from the north. She just went black. She was went black on me. So I'm gonna go back to what's up, Alan, my main man. What's good, Alan York?
Hey, listen, man, I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad the whole team is here. And I wanted to warn you, TJ, having a coworker next to you is why there's a bunch of whirlwind in the media today. So you gotta be careful.
Yes, indeed.
But I am feeling wonderful. Hold on, I was gonna say once you go black, you do not go back, and that looks like what Just A is doing right here now. So in the meantime, TJ, how you feeling, man? How's life?
Hey, life is actually good. Actually, no. Well, life is good. However, I had some stuff going on with the apartment. May have to move, all sorts of stuff. Pipe burst in my bathroom and all sorts of maintenance issues. So I had to deal with that. But hey, as they say, God is good. I'm good. I'm straight. Got
all the time.
Staying positive. Oh, she is back, ladies and gentlemen, back from tour. Ladies and gentlemen, her comedy tour. I don't know if y'all caught up. Those folks that were in Boston. Jesse threw it down. What's going on, Jesse, Lady of the North? How are you? Welcome back. How are you?
What's poppin'? I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here. God is good. God is great all the time. I have to
That's like a reform sinner. I fuck with God. You're like, what is this?
I do. God knows my heart, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. And I thought you know, me and TJ had a conversation about my show, and he gave me some really great feedback that I'm digesting till this day. Sunday, you already know, TJ, we gonna get it. But TJ, I'm very disappointed in you because you said you were gonna post it on our page and you didn't. But you know what? I'm used to people lying.
I get it.
But
Yes,
other than that, I'm happy to be here, and I love the
apologize.
Soapbox podcast. Shout out to y'all.
You know what? I like that. You know, I like the fact that I have a crew that holds people
Period.
accountable to the things that we say. And you're right. I need to post. The streets are asking for it. I will make sure that I post. I'm gonna post. I said just a clip, right? Because we're not posting the show. Yes, we're gonna post a clip on the Soapboxx podcast, so everybody, y'all can know what we're talking about. Jesse did actually kill it on her show. What was it? Black Girl Magic, right?
Correct.
Yes. So she did kill it. She did her comedy set, and so we working on cultivating the craft and all the good stuff. Listen, Soapboxx Nation, hey, make sure you follow us, Soapboxx Podcast. That's Soapboxx Podcast with 2 X. And yes, speaking of accountability, our biggest topic today, actually our only topic today, we're talking about everything that's been going on in the news with the head coach of the Boston Celtics. His name, Alan, tell me his name, because I mean it's Induko.
You know, I do want to say that
as
a Massachusetts native, I am disappointed in you. But yes.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna need wait. But look, you see what? That's why I moved Giovanni next to me on this screen, because you two are TJ. I'm gonna hold him accountable. I'm disappointed. Giovanni don't give me no heat like that, right? Me and her we're good. All right.
She got something.
That's because y'all got all the heat in Florida.
So the brother's name is Ime Udoka. And if I am saying that wrong, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Yeah. The head coach from the Boston Celtics. Actually, he just finished his first head coaching position with the Celtics, and he took them all the way to the finals. He is highly heralded as one of the upcoming minds when it comes to young NBA coaches. When we recently last year saw a huge influx of new African-American coaches. So shout out to him on a professional level, but he got himself in a little bit of hot water.
Yes, indeed. So this head coach apparently has been having a consensual affair with a female staff member of the Boston Celtics, and you're saying, if it's consensual, who cares, right? It's an affair. He's a grown-ass person. But there's a no fraternization policy of the Boston Celtics, so he's gotten himself into some hot water because it became public, and people are like, wait a minute, he is, fraternizing and all the good stuff. So he's cheating. It's morally wrong, and there's a policy. So he actually may be suspended for up to a whole full season. And want y'all to remember, the Boston Celtics made it to NBA Finals last year. So this is not just any regular old coach to some losing team or losing franchise. This is a coach that is actually is pretty good and prominent. But that's not the biggest story, because it's not what he did in his marriage. It's actually who he is married to. And he is the husband of one Nia Long. Nia Long is married to this head coach. And I don't know why it's shown blurry, y'all. Forgive us. Forgive my internet for its trespasses. Yes, to one Nia Long. He's married to Nia Long, and everybody's like, whoa, wait a minute. And everybody's like, stop the presses. You just cheated on Nia Long, who is like a 90s black movie icon as far as women in the movies. So I thought we could have a conversation. And so this is not like a sexual harassment case or anything like that. It's like two grown people had an affair. But I really wanted to steer the conversation not to the gossip, because that's not what we do here, right? We do Big J journalism here on this podcast, and we have in-depth conversations. But we're gonna bring it down. This show is gonna be brought to you by the letter M, right? The letter M, and that M stands for monogamy. Alan, can you explain what is monogamy to the rest of the class? Am I gonna put you on the spot?
Being faithful and not cheating and being a hoe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
From the abyss.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with the Webster's definition.
Thank you.
Monogamy is the state or practice of having only one sexual partner at a time. Young couples who practice monogamy. B, the state or custom of being married to only one person at a time. C, the condition or practice of having a single mate during a period of time. Also, Webster would like us to know that monogamy is common among birds. So take from that what you will.
All right.
Yes.
Bird.
So bird. That's kind of ironic how birds.
I know. Is that a double Andre?
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw the question to the floor. Giovanni, I'm gonna start with you. Is monogamy, based on the definition that we got, is monogamy in 2022, the year of our Lord, is monogamy a realistic expectation for relationships in 2022? What say you? Do you think people should?
You're muted, Coach.
Wow. So
Yes.
what I was saying was, I think monogamy can still work. I think that it really just takes for you to not feel like you have to rush life, and I feel like, it's a lot of people that are married that either don't want to be married or they do want to be married but don't want to be tied down. So in other words, you don't want to be married. It's people who are in relationships just because they don't want to hurt the next person's feelings. It's people in relationships because they need financial support. It's people in relationships just for their kids. And so I feel like when you are literally in a relationship and you're whole, and you know that this is something that I want to do, I want to practice a traditional style, then you can do it. But if you kind of halfway in, then you're going to be attracted to other people because you're human. You have your needs, you have your wants. And I feel like the reality of it is that's what we need to just understand is that if you're not all the way in, then it's going to happen. Now, for somebody that's 100% committed, do I think that they can monogamy still work? Yeah, I think so. And I'm still going to believe in it. And I know that one day,
Talking organs.
Exactly. It's going to happen for me. So.
Okay. Now, Miss Jesse.
I have a follow-up, sir. I have a follow-up.
Hello there.
Yes, I'm back. I have a follow-up before this whole thing goes left and we go to Jesse in the conversation, because I have a follow-up. You said something, Giovanni. You said that person being monogamous, does that necessarily have to mean that they're not all the way in with their person or their partner? If just because you can't be monogamous or monogamy is difficult, does that mean that they're not technically all in on their partner? What if they got a lot more love to give? That doesn't mean I don't think it's either.
So what I'm saying is, in order for monogamy to exist, then you have to be all in. I'm not saying that if you are not all in, I'm not saying that if you have sex with somebody else, that doesn't mean that you're not all in. But specifically about monogamy means to just be with that one person. So I feel like in order to be with that one person, then you have to be all the way in. Does that make sense? Or no?
It sure does. Yes.
Sort of like, okay.
It sure does.
I just say get it.
Okay, no, go ahead. Go ahead, Jess. No, Jessica, go.
Jesse, I know you're gonna have a great commentary without slut shaming men, so we want to hear what you have to say.
This is what I have to say about that. Does monogamy still exist? Of course it does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It exists with the people who want to be monogamous.
Thank you. That's all I was trying to say.
If you're trying to cheat because you feel like, for example, let's look at the situation. Well, what is his name? NBA YoungBoy, I think that's his name. Him and his girlfriend recently had some sort of controversy going on because he cheated on her, right? However, thank you, my son. Wow, I have great kids. Look, they knew their mother was hungry and they brought me food. Thank you, kids.
Great kids.
Wow. Let's talk about, I think his name is NBA YoungBoy or NLE Chopper. If you guys can do that.
It's NLE Chopper, where he said that they thought that they had some sort of agreement where he would step out. Okay.
Yes. So when it comes to that, if you are in a relationship with somebody and from the get, that person tells you, listen, I want to be with you, but I can't be faithful to only you. I'm the type of person that I'm going to step out. I'm going to want to be with other women, but I still want to be with you. That is one thing.
That's one thing.
That is one thing. But if you are the type of person to be like, nah, babe, I love you and only you, and I'm not going to cheat on you. I only want to be, that's another thing. Don't lie. Don't lie. Yeah. If you feel like you need to step out or you going to step out and you're telling me straight up, then that's up to me to accept that I'm okay with you stepping out. But if you're telling me that you're for me and only me and you're not going to step out, then I'm going to trust that. Now, if you tell me, yeah, I'm going to step out because that's who I am. That's who I am. Okay, that's fine. But and then it comes to that point, like if you do step out and I'm not okay with that, then that's on me because you already told me who you are. Now, if I can't accept that after I told you that I'm okay with it, that's on me. Right. But if you're telling me that you're faithful 100% and you go and you cheat on me, that's where it's fucked up. However, do I think that monogamy is real? Do I feel like that's something that can still happen in this generation? Absolutely. But it takes the individual, that person, to want to be monogamous and to want to feel comfortable with being with only one woman. And yes, I feel like there are men like that, but there are men who aren't like that. But I think what needs to change is that communication and being real and saying like, nah, like that's not me. I'm going to cheat. So tell me, and it's up to me to be like, okay, I accept it or no, I don't. And just for the record, I don't fucking accept it. If you gonna cheat, I'm not the one for you.
And just to answer like TJ question when he was saying about can you be all in and still step out? That's just basically described it. Like it's people that's all in, but they also want to see other people. But they all in with all of them. They gonna support all of them.
Look at Nick Cannon.
But that's not monogamy though. That's not what we talking
about. Look how happy Nick Cannon is.
Right, and everybody that messes with him already knows what it's about, and they're okay with it. They're okay with it because he's real about the situation. He don't gotta lie. And the problem is because he's real. The problem. Let me tell you something. Okay.
It's broke men with a whole bunch of kids.
Right.
But listen, I think it has more so monogamy has more like honesty and communication has a lot to do with it. But how many, and I understand, brace yourselves. I know some people, how many, and I'll put it this way, since we like to do the men and women too, we like to play the equal game here on the Soapboxx Podcast, you know. But how many people require their partner to lie about the status of the actual relationship, knowing damn well, I'll put it to you this way, right? Let's look at Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian knows damn well what's going on with Tristan Thompson and stuff like that. But sometimes we like to play like we don't. Part of relationships is making sure that we preserve. Part of relationships is making sure that we preserve the magic for your partner, right?
No.
You know your partner ain't as great at whatever skill it could be, whether it is, cooking, yard work, whether it is, finance, whatever. You know your partner ain't as great as they probably think they are, whether it's in the bedroom, whether it's whatever it is. But you're trying to preserve the magic, and it's not necessarily lies. It's just kind of adjustments to make shit work. I think with men in monogamous relationships, what we're seeing a lot more of, it's like, and I've said this before on the podcast, men's happiness is never the top priority in relationships. The relationship is never in jeopardy when the man is not actually happy. The relationship is only in jeopardy when the woman is not happy. So a lot of what I'm seeing, when we're talking about men stepping out, what I'm seeing is a lot of times the preserving of the magic is letting their partner feel like, okay, well, this is good, this works for me, because men can work around shit that don't really work for them in their relationship. And then they'll go and they'll dabble and get what they are missing or the void somewhere else, but still be happy and be home, right? I think where it gets kind of messed up and convoluted is when you're doing the emotions. Men can go out and just be like, oh, she's cute. Oh, I can sleep, and then come back and then you sleep like a baby. When emotions get involved and you're actually having like a whole nother relationship with people, I think that's when the cheating and the question about monogamy, comes into play. What do you say, Alan?
I just think it's funny that you think women can't do the same, but go ahead, Alan.
No, it's actually not funny. It's fact. It's fact.
Yeah.
Just because there are exceptions does not make it the rule. No, yes, men are more just visuals, and it's almost like dogs chasing cars. We just do things. Oh, like a dude will cheat with a girl because of a body part, right? Like, oh, she got a fat ass, so I like fat asses, so that's it. Oh, she's got nice lips. Oh, so I made out with her in the club, so that was it. Like, women and men aren't. I'm not gonna get into that. Women and men aren't built the same. Just because some women can. And some women can be like, yo, I'm just getting mine. And like, it always makes me laugh when a woman is just like, yeah, I got that. I smashed him. And it's like, yeah, that's not how it really works. But anyway, I digress. But go ahead, Alan.
No, I mean, I just kind of wanted to like circle it back around, because what you're describing, it crosses the line as no longer monogamy at that point. So I guess just to kind of turn the question back to you. Well, when you're talking about even if men are just doing these activities that are physical and they don't have any emotional connection, you're still breaking a monogamous bond. So for you to answer the question, do you feel like monogamy can still exist?
I do, and I believe Jesse is right. I believe monogamy, but monogamy is different for everybody else. Like, for instance, we're talking about relationships and marriage. You got to do what works best for you in your relationship.
But right? No. I'm sorry. No, it's not different. It's a literal definition of monogamy.
No. Yeah, but the thing is that if you're talking about straight one partner, yes, I believe it can work with people that want it to actually work. But if that's not your thing, I think it's a cultural thing. I don't think monogamy is by definition. I think it's fluid. I think monogamy is fluid now.
It's not fluid. It's monogamy. No. if it's not monogamy, it's something else.
No, I believe it's fluid. Like, everybody has their, for instance, faithfulness, right? If you're talking about, okay, we're monogamous, where you're faithful, faithfulness is fluid. Like, some people think if you text another person, that's cheating. If you are,
But I'm talking about monogamy, though. We're not talking about, if it's fluid, it's not monogamy.
Sex with one person in a relationship.
Right. That's monogamy. Anything.
Yeah. Yes, but yes, monogamy will have to take two partners, right? Yeah. Two willing participants.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. But if you have one person that's saying, I'm just saying society, I think society is trending towards that being more of an old-fashioned, old way of thinking. Now, there are more people who are more traditionalists that will be like, yo, monogamy, yeah. But for me personally, I kind of agree with the ladies. Like, if you're not, I don't think there's anything. Let me ask you this. Let me pose this question instead of just giving my opinion. Do you think that there's something called being like universally happy in a relationship, where someone is just like, yo, I'm with this person, I'm just completely, I'm happy, I'm just happy. All your needs are met, you're good, you're not venturing your eyes, I mean, people are human. Like, to think that you're going to be with someone and their eye is not going to wander, or they're not going to be attracted to somebody else, I think is unrealistic. Now, whether or not they act on it is different. For me, I always live my life. Now I've learned to live my life where it's like, yo, if you're in a relationship, you're here because you want to be here. There are no fences. So I don't have to stake my claim on you to be like, you're my girl. You're my, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're mine. This is my, when people's like, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend. Like, people gonna cheat regardless. So you're here if you want to be here, title or not. It's whether or not you value the person that you're actually with. Am I wrong in that estimation?
For sure. And then, but also, we got to understand too that, if whether you value someone may not matter if they don't feel value.
True. That is very true. And I think that's, I don't think that is, I don't think that is something that is understood on both sides. I think a lot of people are taught, especially culturally, that, hey, what do they say? Happy wife, happy life, happy wife. Like we're taught to put women's needs first. Like, oh, if she ain't happy, the household ain't happy. Women is the nurturer. She's the ones in to make the home. And it's like men's needs aren't being met. And it's just like, are you open to, and I would say I would think that in a relationship, you have to be open to not just criticism, but actually open to fixing it.
Yeah, but at the same side, we got men who are like, well, society can't function without a man. If it wasn't for a man's job and what men do and their labor, like, what would this world be? You think this world would function without a man? There are guys who actually think like that. That there are guys who feel like without a man, a lot of things can't function. Like, a woman can't do construction. A woman can't do plumbing. A woman can't do anything. And we need men. And on one side, I feel like, yes, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I feel as women, we do need men. The same way that men need women. It's reciprocated. We need men and men need women. The problem is when we start to act like we don't need each other. Yes, we need each other, but we all need to be pulling our weight. It shouldn't just be one-sided. Everybody should be doing what needs to be done. What is that song? This is a man's work, but it wouldn't be without a woman. Okay? Yeah. And a lot of men forget that.
I agree.
Yeah, Alan, you didn't give your no, I was asking Alan, you didn't, what are your thoughts on monogamy? Do you believe in monogamy?
Do I believe? I believe all type of relationships can thrive given the right communication and the right partner, monogamy included. I think that, yeah, I mean, there are people that are just kind of built for being with one person on both sides of the gender spectrum. So I definitely feel like it can thrive. Will it always be the majority in American society? I can't necessarily say that that's true, because a lot of people are also under the impression that they're in a monogamous relationship and they're actually not, right? So I guess I'm only speaking on the followed principle of monogamy. I definitely think it can still happen. Everybody's wired differently, It is, especially with relationships, it is really like, I think why a lot of people have a hard time, and traditionally, just like historically, people have had a hard time in that arena, is that like any sort of relationship type, trying to bestow that on a whole society is based upon the assumption that everybody functions the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves the same, everybody values the same, and that's just not realistic, and it's just not true. So I think now that we have so much information out there, people are a little bit more willing to explore what may work best for them. And then I also think, that's probably why marriages by the numbers are going down, or people are waiting until they're a little bit older.
It's a coin flip.
Just trying to figure themselves out, but especially before you bring someone else into your day-to-day. So, but I mean, to answer your question, yeah, I definitely do think that there are people that are definitely built for that, for sure. And then there are people that's not. So, and I don't feel there's any right or wrong thing as long as there's honesty and transparency.
Yeah, I think people, whether they know it or not, are probably in more polygamous relationships anyway. As far as isn't that for the most part, people who are dating, they're doing it anyway. I mean, there's benefits. There are benefits to polygamy, and people think polygamy is just about sex, but no, people actually do. There's economic benefits to polygamy and those type of things. So, but I mean, like I said, if you're gonna be in a committed relationship, then you need to know the boundaries of your actual partner. I think in the dating scene, people are required to lie. Unfortunately, we pressured that first 2 to 3 months when you're getting to know someone. You're required to lie. People are looking to, oh, what do you like? Oh, what do you like? Oh, of course, I like that too. And I think men are taught not to tell the truth. They're pressured, oh yeah, you like this girl. Okay, well, you gotta, oh yeah, tell her what she wants to hear. And then even women are doing that now too. Finesse. Everybody's trying to finesse. Do a come up. Oh, tell what do you want to hear? Oh, he's taking you to this place. He's taking you out to eat. He's doing this. He's doing that. And then we fall into versions. Instead of being with the actual person, you start dating a version of what that person has actually created. You're not actually dating that person. You're dating a caricature of what you think that person is. And then when they step out, it's like it hits you like a ton of bricks. You're like, yo, how the hell? Who is this person that just gamed me and cheated on me? And you're like, yo, how did I know? But to be honest with you, you probably weren't paying attention in the first place.
I did see that Jesse made a really unsatisfying face when you said that people are required to lie during dating. Your thoughts on that, Pizza Lady?
Jesse, you think men have a safe space to tell women the truth during dating?
Let me tell you something I don't know how everybody is, so I can't speak. Excuse me, because I just ate some really good pizza. I can't speak on everybody, but I can speak on me and myself and my thoughts and my point of view. I don't want somebody in my life who's gonna lie to me to sugarcoat or to make me feel a type of way. Be real with me. I don't give a damn how much it hurts, because the lie is going to hurt even more. I prefer somebody to keep it real with me no matter how much it hurts, because when you lie to me, I lose respect for you. But when you tell me the truth, I give you so much respect no matter how much that truth hurts, because you kept it real with me. I can't speak on everybody else, but I'm the type of person just keep it real with me. Keep it real, because whether I want to hear what you have to say or not, I'm going to respect you for being real with me. And if you look at my circle and people that I talk to, and I'm just going to bring it to my cousins, for example, right? Yeah. I have one boy cousin, Jeffrey, shout out to you, Jeffrey, still who keeps it real with me 100%. He don't give a damn if it's gonna hurt my feelings. He don't give a damn if it's gonna make me cry, if it's gonna make me happy. Whatever the case may be, he knows that he's gonna keep it real with me, because at the end of the day, what's the point of being fake? What's the point of sugarcoating? And it's so funny because I was talking to somebody who I will not name, but they were basically telling me, yeah, like I tell my girlfriend that she looks good even when she doesn't look good because I want her to feel good. Now, to an extent, that's okay. But if she looks a hot mess, you're not gonna tell her that. You gonna let her leave the house looking.
Wait a minute, girls are the worst. Y'all don't tell me that.
Why? You're not gonna tell her, babe? Yes, you look good. Your makeup is on point. But how about you like change that jacket to this jacket, or maybe use different socks, or put different pants on? You know what? That jacket would look better. Like, why not do that? You would really let your girl leave the house looking a hot mess because you don't want to hurt her feelings? Fuck that. I'd rather my person tell me, like, look, babe, you're beautiful, but look, that jacket don't look right. Them socks don't look right. How about you?
Point.
What?
I think you got it wrong. A guy is not, okay, for those guys who do stuff like that, a guy is not telling a girl that she doesn't look good, not because she doesn't want to hurt her feelings. He's doing it for peace.
No.
I'm
telling you from experience.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying the majority of times it's less about him being like nefarious and be like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell her because I just want. No, he just wants peace. He like, yo, I'm gonna just let yo, you look good, babe. Then
you have the wrong idea of peace, and you're setting your girl up for failure. And it comes down to communication. It's not about you being like, damn, bitch, you look fucking ugly. Like, go fucking change. You're disgusting. It comes down to like, babe, you're beautiful, but those socks don't go. Or like, damn, babe, like, you look good. I really like that top, but that jacket doesn't go. How about you put that jacket on instead? It's all about how you communicate with your person. Why would you want your girl or your man to go out looking a hot mess? Me, I'm going to tell my man, like, nah, that shirt makes you look pregnant, babe. You are fucking fine as fuck, but that shirt ain't it.
Makes you look pregnant?
That shirt ain't it. Yes. That shirt ain't it. How about you put that shirt on instead? And then they will change and they will look fucking good. Because you want your person is a representation of you. Okay? So why not just be real with them? I want my person to tell me the truth. If I have something on, look, so there's a difference, right? If I have something on and it looks ugly and they're being honest with me and they're like, yeah, no, that's one thing, right? Because they're telling me like, yeah, that's not it. But if I feel confident and I'm like, okay, well, I still like it, I'm going to wear it. That's another thing. Because you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, right? If I have my doubts, I'm going to confide in you. I'm going to trust your judgment and I'm going to change. But I feel good, I'm going to still wear what I want to wear. But at least you kept it real.
So,
at least you kept it real.
You know what I like about this conversation? It's like, I know we did the letter M for monogamy, but this is also be sponsored by Mr. Rogers' Land of Make Believe. Everybody, hold on, wait, let me say it. We are meant to believe, based upon Jess's commentary, that, hey, fellas, all you got to do is tell the truth, and everything's just going to be okay.
But it's about how you deliver it. It's about how you deliver it.
Listen. If men told the truth in the dating world, here's the hard reality. Let me put the hard camera on this beautiful face of mine. If men told the truth in the dating world, 70% of relationships would not exist. And guess what? 80% of you wouldn't be cheated on because you wouldn't be in a relationship in the first place. If men told you the truth about their intentions off rip, just tell me the truth. Tell me what you want. That's it. That's all. You think a man is coming up to you like, well, you know what? Yo, so I saw you over across the way at the bar. And I was thinking, yo, I really want to go and spend money on, like 10 dates and just really trying to get to. No, his first reaction is like, yo, you look real fly. You look good in them jeans. I really just want to smash, but we can hang out too. But ultimately I'm physically attracted to you. And I really want to have sex with you. And I'm sure you'll be a person to get to know each other. But that's it. Like, but y'all wouldn't have the opportunity to be cheated on if men didn't lie in the beginning.
But wait,
I disagree.
Let me do vice versa because Jess likes it.
I disagree.
On the flip side, if women told men the truth, right, then the conversation would sound like this. Look, nigga, I'm going through some hard times right now, but
wow.
So I got it. So these chicken fingers ain't gonna pay for themselves, and I do want to drink, and I ain't got no plans on Friday, so I'm gonna hang out with you, but I'm definitely have no plans of talking to you after this. So let's go do this thing. Like, stop this make believe. Like, we just need to tell the truth, and everything will be okay.
You do need to tell. Yes, I agree. You do need to tell the truth on both sides, because at the end of the day, let me tell you something, TJ. A lot of men, they see women physically. They don't, not all, let me just be very clear, not all, but a lot of men, they're attracted to a woman based on how they look.
You see what God did? God snatched that right out.
That was my sister.
Look, God snatched it right out. God like, look, we get Alan, go ahead.
I apologize. My sister feels like she needs to call me right now. A lot of men will look at women by their attributes, okay? By their boobs, by their ass, by their lips. Yes, okay?
Yes,
and they will not give a damn. Okay, they will not give a damn. They will not give a damn. Like, if a woman is using them for their pockets, they will not care, especially if a woman keeps it real, like, yo, I just want your money. You don't think that there's women out there that are like, yeah, like, I'm not really into it. I just want your money. And you don't think that there's guys like, okay, well, fuck it. Just fuck me. And
yes, that's called
You don't think there's guys like that?
Do you know do you know how transactional dating would be if people told the truth? It would be prostitution. Do you think we want to take out on 5 dates and listen to my ex did this to me in a relationship, but I'm still trying to heal, so I just need to be in the same. We don't want to hear that.
That's not every situation, though. However, at the end of the day, this is how I feel. If you're keeping it real from a man's perspective, of a woman's perspective, then you already know what to expect because they're telling you straight up. That's how I see it. If a man is like, damn, like, you know, like, you look good. I ain't trying to fuck just only you, though. I'm gonna fuck Lisa, Katricia, and Isha, but I still want to fuck you, and I'm gonna give you money. It's up to a woman to feel like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna still fuck with you because, you know, you gonna do this for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for a man. If a man feels some sort of benefit from fucking with a woman, you don't think he's still gonna do it, even if she keeps it real? It's up to everybody has different types of standards. Like I said, I'm the type of person, I don't give a damn. You can have $1 million, billions of dollars. Well, maybe not billions, because maybe I'll settle there. But like, yeah. Maybe not billions. Maybe I can negotiate there. But at the end of the day, I'm the type of person like, no, like, I want you to be monogamous to me and only me and expect the same. And the issue is that a lot of guys want to engage in polygamy, but if a woman wants to do the same thing, there's an issue there, right? So you can fuck with like 5 different women, whatever. You can fuck with like 5 different women, but if I want to fuck with Paul, Sam, and Charles, it's an issue. I'm a hoe now. I'm a hoe now. Exactly, and that's the issue. Let's not have double standards. Let's not do that.
Yes, there are double standards. Alan, go ahead. I know you've been itching. Alan, I know you've been itching to bring some levity to this as Jesse continues to paint this narrative that men just need to just tell the truth, which I think is the funniest thing I've heard all day. Because not even Giovanni believes that.
Listen, everybody's different. That's
Giovanni,
how I feel.
Somebody came to you in the club, Giovanni was like,
hey,
Giovanni, if some dude came to you in the club was like, that you found attractive, right? Because all this stuff is subjective. You're actually attracted to the guy. Because if you're not attracted, he has no shot anyway. And he's just break glass in case of America, case of emergency, and he gonna give you some grand rising text in the morning. Don't worry about that. We ain't talking about ugly dudes, right? We're talking about the men that you are attracted to. Dude that you're attracted to is just like, damn, yo, I've been watching you at the bar. You know, you look really good. Yeah, I ain't trying to really buy you a drink because you already got one. But yo, come talk to me for a little bit, and then afterwards, I'm gonna try to see if we can leave out of here. I need to go to your place, or you can just come to my place, and yeah, we can smash. We don't have to go on no fucking dates or anything because I'm not really trying to.
I'm all set.
Like, no, see that, but I'm talking about a man that she's actually attracted to. That shit's not gonna work.
What did Jess just say? She on what you said, Jess?
I'm all set.
You all set?
I'm all set unless it's Drake. I'm all set.
See?
Okay.
See? Oh, morals and values are subjective based upon that bank account and the baby hairs. As long as you got a bank account and baby hairs, you got a
no, because it's the baby
Alan,
Kanye West or whoever else got money said the same thing. I'll be like, nah, I'm set. But Drake.
That's a lie, because if Kanye slid in your DMs was trying to holler at you today, you'd be like, all right, Kanye, what's up? You'd be a fool not to. You'd be a fool not to.
Yeah, Kanye West be out there. He be out there. He's trying to find a replacement for Kim, and it's really hard for him. I'm all set. I respect Kanye. I like his music. I like his crap. But I'm all set. Drake, yes, that's one story, and there's one other person, but no.
I'm creating a cap button for this podcast from now on. We need a that's cap.
All right, Alan, just wait for it.
Well, wait. Giovanni didn't answer my question, and then Alan, you go. Yes. Giovanni, go ahead.
In that stance, no. But do I feel like when you're about to actually take somebody serious, then yeah, y'all need to have a for real, upfront, one-on-one, honest conversation. Like, and it does happen very on. I mean, I know people who've had conversations very early on what this was gonna be, whether it be the first day that y'all met, the second day that y'all met. Those conversations I had, like, yeah, I'm attracted to you, but after this, it's not gonna be nothing. Those conversations happen every day. People do talk like that. That's very common. Men talk like that. Women talk like that. And honestly, I feel like more women are more upfront about what they do not want. And it's because a lot of us are protecting our heart. So we upfront let a man know, I'm not really ready for a relationship, but X, Y, and Z, I like you. Maybe this could work. Now, if you decide to lie after that, when somebody is trying to be open with you, I mean, you know, then that's a different story, because you don't have to tell the truth. I mean, you don't owe nobody the truth. You don't even know that.
You paying me?
Yeah, I mean, you can lie. I mean,
but Jess Ray said, "Oh, I got to tell the truth, and I'll find somebody that loves me for me."
Yeah, you will.
That's fine.
Because somebody is just like you.
Yeah.
Somebody broken like you. Somebody healed like you.
But I'm trying to have sex today.
Somebody got a baby.
I ain't trying to worry about happily ever after. I'm trying to have sex today. I can't tell the truth and have sex today.
TJ, what are you talking about? What planet are you on? People want to have sex right now.
Yeah, what I'm saying is most dudes. What I'm saying is most dudes who are trying to have sex today, telling them the truth is not the easiest pathway to get there.
For women who have certain morals, I guess. But if we just on the surface level of all human beings, yes, it's people who you can tell that you want to have sex with them today, and they will say okay. And that's outside of prostitution.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
some people go to Vegas just to find people that they can have sex with that day. Like that's a real thing. I don't
like itching anywhere, so yeah, I would
that's what I'm saying. You, me, Alan, Jess, we probably gonna know that ain't our field, but one night stands and just sex just because is a real thing. I know y'all know that.
Me, no, never. Alan, speaking of one night stands, Alan, what say you? What are your thoughts on this whole theory of men should just tell the truth when dating and everything will be all right? You're a single guy.
I think the rabbit hole that you went down when you were saying, like, listen.
Why you always blame me?
No, I'm going. So you said that if men told the truth, then they wouldn't be in relationships with these women, and as a result, these women would not be getting cheated on. So that's
a tweet. Yes, I should tweet that.
Okay, but all that says is that women are getting into these relationships under false pretenses because of the guy, and inevitably getting their heart broken because of our lying, according to your little map that you did there.
But it's all about the intent. Like if your intent is, I'm gonna lie right now because I know it may mess up stuff for the future, versus somebody that just, I'm not really looking for, I don't have no intentions, it's really just a smash. And I'm just saying vice versa for the women. Yeah. So women are not gonna be upfront with men because it's like, okay, you might buy my drink today, but the end goal is for you to buy my house. So it's like, I'm not gonna tell you that I really want a house. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. If a girl told me, she was like, if she was honest with me, it was like, yeah, you buying me a drink right now, but the end goal for me is for you to buy me a house. I'd be like, right, I'm good, love. I too would be like, okay, I'm cool, I'm straight. So I would lead. I'd be like, thank you for telling me the truth, but God bless you.
Right. So the house part might be buried up under, I want something serious. I'm looking for something long term. And all that really means is I want a house. Yup. I hope I ain't. I agree with you.
Let me ask you, do y'all think about stuff like that? Like, this man could possibly buy me a house one day. He got a good job. But you got to think, even in dating, what's the first question women ask in dating, right? Most of the time, it's like, not what your favorite color is.
What do you do for work?
I don't even care about that. It's like, so what you do?
What's your intention? Not me.
So
I tell a guy straight up, like, I'm not sharing you. That's what I say.
And you know what my line is? Baby, you don't have to.
Okay. I like that. You see?
But do you be lying, TJ?
Right. Huh? That's what I was going to say next.
Do you be lying?
Sound like game to me.
No, what? Do I look like a guy that would game someone? Please.
Yes.
No, I
didn't know it was a look.
No, what are you talking about?
Sounds right.
Look how trustworthy this face is. You're like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to share me. I'm here. And no, Alan, I don't mean to. No. I'm telling the truth right there. If someone's like, hey, yeah, you don't want to share me? Cool. Let's build on that.
Listen, I tell a man straight up. So if he thinks that he's going to two-time me, I told you that I was not trying to share you. So you know what my intentions are straight up. Now, if you decide that you're going to two-time me after that, we don't have a problem. Because I told you, that was your opportunity to be like, damn, shorty, like, I'm really feeling you, but honestly, I'm not ready to commit, or like, I'm still talking to X, Y, and who gives a damn? You damn right I wouldn't, but at least you're being honest. So it's up to the woman to be like, yes, you know what? All right, fine. Thank you for keeping it real, but I still want to fuck with you. Or to be like, damn, thank you for keeping it real, but that's not the type of time I'm on. Yeah, that's how I am. It's like, it is a choice. And that's why I bring it up to Alan. What's his name?
Pardon?
What's his name? The rapper.
Oh, NLE Chopper.
NLE Chopper. And that's why I bring it up to him. Because he told his girl, he said, look, I want to do my thing. I want to fuck with you, but I want to be able to fuck with Lisa and Sarah and Tina still. And she was like, okay, that's fine. Like, you can still fuck with me and fuck with other girls. And he went and fucked with other girls, and she got mad. What? That's completely different. If I'm giving you permission, like, you can fuck with me and you can fuck with other girls, I cannot get mad when you actually fuck with other girls.
What is this permission talk? Why does somebody need permission?
Bro, that was the whole, was the whole, and Alan, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was the whole basis of their breakup, because he went and he ended up messing with somebody else. But he said, I told her that I was going to do that, and she said it's okay. So how can you tell a man it's okay if you cheat on me, and then when he cheats on you, you get mad? No, I'm gonna be like, you cannot fucking cheat on me, and if you cheat on me, nigga, it's done. However, if you tell me I'm gonna cheat on you, and if you do it, I'm gonna have to accept it, because you know what? You told me that, and I accepted you for who you were.
Point, it wouldn't be actually cheating.
No, bro. That's a difference. That's what I'm saying. That's a difference. If I'm accepting it, it's okay. Go do your thing. But if I don't accept it and you do it, that is where the problem lies.
You know what I'm noticing? I'm starting to believe that monogamy is unrealistic, not for regular dudes, but monogamy is probably unrealistic for successful people and people who are wealthy. Because one, you have an increase of options. Two, you're financially stable to entertain or take care of multiple women, because dating is expensive. And
if
so
my nigga he told me he's gonna cheat on me with Beyonce, I'd be like, go ahead, just do your thing. Don't tell me about it.
So a lot of it comes down to, it's less about morals and values, and a lot of it has to do with either your status, whether it's financial or your social status. Am I wrong in that estimation?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's up to the person if they're okay with it or not. But
it's difference between Drake coming up to you like, yo, I'm feeling you, but I'm only in town for right now, so we can do this right now. We'll can stay in touch, but whenever I come through, we can, smash. Or dude working at Publix, that's like, hey yo, Giovanni, I'm just trying to, I got my shit. I work tomorrow morning at Publix at the, at cash register 5. So, so we ain't got that much time tonight. So I'm just trying to get it in tonight, and that's it. Like, you're gonna be like, get out of my face. You see what I'm saying? So
there is a difference, but like I said, it comes down to communication. Because if you have that status, but you're telling your lady, like, nah, I'm loyal to you and only you, but you still cheat, you're the problem. But if you're like, yes, I have this status and I love you, but I'm still gonna do me and you go do you, you're a problem. Because look, I don't know if we mentioned it already, but like the whole situation with that Celtics, the coach who went and cheated on Nia Long, how the fuck you do that? Listen, if you can cheat on Nia Long, I have no hope for my motherfucker.
But she's not the 90s version of Nia Long. This is 2022 Nia Long. If the 90s version of Nia Long, that would have been more egregious. He would have got banned from the league if he did that. This is 2022 Nia Long, so it's a little different. So I just want to be fair to him, that he didn't cheat on this version of Nia Long that we all grew up with. He cheated on this version. So we don't know what's going on in the relationship.
There's a saying that says, I mean, I love me Nia Long, and if I was married to her, I would never cheat on her. But there is a saying that says, show me a girl that you think is beautiful, and I'll show you a man who's tired of fucking her.
Listen, everybody gets cheated. Listen, I saw a tweet today, and it was like Whitney Houston got cheated on. Beyonce got cheated on. There was like a list of like, Halle Berry got cheated on. There's like a list of like the women, the most beautiful women in the world. It ain't about your aesthetics.
Correct. So all these surgeries,
it has nothing to do
against the surgery. But if I get something, I'm not getting it because I think I'm gonna keep a man.
All of that stuff, all that whole twerking, popping, wop, 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 and all this other stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with keeping a man. It ain't got nothing to do with him being faithful and all this other stuff. Like, I'm sure there's dudes that like, yo, Cardi B bad. Cardi got cheated. All these people get cheated.
Right, all that wop talk.
It ain't got nothing. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing.
Listen, we got billions of women in this world. A lot of them got wop.
Right, all of them got wop. And well, yeah, I don't know if all of them got WAP, but now
a lot of them. I didn't say all of them, but a lot of them got WAP.
Well, that's part of the magic. Part of the magic is making us is men making women think that they all got WAP.
But you know what's funny is that we can have this conversation about men feeling some type of way, being bored, or whatever the case may be. But if a woman does the same, she's a hoe, she's disloyal. You can't trust women. Blah, 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 blah. So why can't it be the same on both spectrums? Why can't men just be bored and they just want to go fuck somebody? And why can't women just be bored and they just want to go fuck somebody and that's the end of it and we still be together? Why can't we do that? Why can't it be both?
Not how this works.
No, it is. It is. It's called poly relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of men can't handle that. You can have a poly relationship, but if a woman does what you do, it's over. It's over. Because they can't handle it. It's okay, guys. Take some time to digest it.
We always go down this path, and it's just like I'm waiting for the day for Jesse to realize, like, man, there are double standards in this world. There are. And there are. So we keep asking these rhetorical questions of the double standards, which you know. Yes, there are different societal standards. Yes. Women are perceived in a different way who are more promiscuous than men. Yes. Not saying they can't do it, but the perception now, if she's a woman that doesn't care about what people think about her, and I got WAP, and if I want fucking nigga, I'm a fucking nigga, then go right ahead and do it. But just don't expect the dudes who are looking to settle down or be in marriage or relationships to be like, oh, you're my top contender, because it's just not going to happen. That's just not how men. That's just not how men are built. You know, it is what it is. But let's hit to the moral of the story, folks. That was a spirited, rousing conversation. I'm gonna start with A this time. A, bring us home. What is your moral of the story, sir?
My moral of the story is everything isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Also, speaking of WAP, Cardi B and Glorilla is dropping a song tonight. Y'all know I love Cardi B and I really love Glorilla. I want her to like whisper with that little Memphis twang that she got in my ear. So shout out to them and shout out to all the women rappers. I do like around the world. So that's it. That's my moral of the story.
Oh yeah! Shout out to speaking of that, I just saw that Beyonce is reportedly preparing to announce her Renaissance World Tour. So if you're into a great show with mediocre to above average tunes, then you will enjoy that concert.
Wait, did you just say Beyonce was?
She has above average. I said she's above average music. Not all her songs are hits. It's above average.
TJ, what's your moral of the story?
Beyonce is soap, but that shit's
we're not doing this.
I said she's a great. I said
we're not doing this.
I said great performance with mediocre to above average music.
Is that your moral of the story?
Mediocre.
Don't play her. Don't ever play Beyonce.
Okay, ever. Mediocre.
There, okay, Giovanni, go to your.
We don't disrespect the queen on the.
I didn't. How is that disrespectful? Not all the Beyonce songs.
Mediocre is disrespect. Saying mediocre is disrespectful to her.
Not
go ahead, Jay. What's your moral of this story?
All of Beyonce, not all Beyonce songs are bangers. They're just not.
Okay, let's have a moment of silence for TJ.
All right, go ahead. Moral of the story.
All right, so my moral of the story is monogamy can still exist or can still work, and I'm encouraging those who are interested in a monogamous relationship to go for it, or whatever. If you're into the polygamy, go for that. Whatever it is that makes you happy, but yeah, y'all don't give up on love. It ain't that bad. It is bad. Now I'm not even gonna lie because I literally just got into this dating single thing, and I'm like, it's rough out here. What is going on? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, not everything is worth breaking up over, but some things are. So, just be patient. Y'all go see a therapist, get some help. Some of y'all ain't right. And yeah, that's my moral of the story.
Word. Shout out to Lisa. She said 100% agree with TJ about Beyonce. Oh my goodness, Lisa, don't leave us. They gonna bash you, Lisa. Please. It's okay, Lisa. I understand. Just let him have it. Let him have it tonight. Let him have it. All right.
Who else is the next moral of the story?
I just want to know which Beyonce concert y'all went to that was mediocre.
Right. Don't say you never played Beyonce.
Never mediocre.
I never said
upper echelon.
I never said Beyonce's concerts were mediocre. I said if
You
you
said-
want to go I said if you want to go to a great show with a great performance with above average to mediocre song. Beyonce is one of the top 5 greatest performers of all time, but not all of her songs are bangers. That's okay to say. It's okay to say that. I love Marvel.
Okay, but no,
Marvel
it's not okay to say that. Let me tell you why it's not okay
would you
to
not
say
say that about?
Because what
You
artists
said what?
do you know?
Hold on.
Who in this day and time would you not say that about?
Right, exactly.
Wait,
That's what I just said.
Which artist would you not make that comment about? I'm
exactly.
Who would I say as far as their actual music? Oh, I would say who's a let's say like a whatchamacallit. They're
and the performance, because you said a show, so that they also can perform. They're great performers.
I would put
Go ahead, think long and hard, TJ, because at the end
a lot of them
I'm trying to think of R&B. Okay, so if we, I'm just gonna say this, like for instance,
just make it your moral of the story.
Right, like what?
No, look, if Meg Thee Stallion had a show, she may not be the greatest. She may not have great performance or on-stage presence, but you might have a good time at the show. But Beyonce is a great performer.
We're not about to compare.
You don't have somebody better.
Michael, I love me some Michael Jackson, rest in peace. So Whitney Houston, rest in peace.
Right.
But not all their songs were like A-top. Not all their songs is on
perfect.
the top of
That's
the
it.
Billboard.
Wait, hold on.
So
Lisa gave a perfect example. Lisa gave a perfect example. Then we're going to go to the moral of the story and wrap up. She said she went to Alicia Keys' concert on Saturday, and every song was amazing. Great. But Alicia Keys is a subpar performer. She's not even in the stratosphere.
Alicia
Listen, look, we ain't trying to get canceled by the Beehive. Giovanni gonna report us. She gonna be like, look, she gonna go to the network.
Jay and Jess, we gonna do it together.
All right, Jesse, do your moral of the story.
Ooh, TJ, you so lucky my moral of the story ain't gonna be censored on you.
Whatever, I'm used to it. Anyway, go ahead. Moral of the story about polygamy.
I'm sorry, but even the British people be dragging Alicia Keys. All right, that's it.
Go ahead, girl. You can talk.
Why Alicia Keys gets some drive-by shrapnel? She ain't had nothing to do with this. She's like, what did I do?
Also, I'm sorry, and just breaking news: the Boston Celtics have suspended coach Ime Udoka for the entire.
They're so lame. Listen, I live in Brockton and Boston Celtics. You guys are so lame. Like, how are you suspending a coach for having an affair? Leah Long, I in solidarity with you, and I agree with you. But Boston Celtics, like, get your life. And I think I seen something on ESPN, and I forgot his name because he's really popular. But he was talking about how white men in the game, coaches, staff, they do the same exact shit, and there's no repercussions up against them. But y'all want to put it on him? What? You know what? I'm not even going to get into this because you know where the double standard is. You know where the bias is. The discrimination, you know where it is. So Boston Celtics, you can F off. Anyways, you guys asked me what, no, my moral of the story is this. It's all about communication. If you want to cheat, tell your girl that. If you want to be disloyal, tell your man that. It's up to them to decide whether they want to be with you or not. If they decide, like, yes, I'm going to be with you, even though you told me that you want to stick it in somewhere else, if you decide that you couldn't handle that, then I'm sorry. That's on you. That's on you. But at the end of the day, do not fear what somebody else's reaction is going to be because you cheated when you kept it real. And out of, like, you know, being like just inappropriate, I have taught my kids the same thing. And I told my kids, listen, if you do something wrong, just tell me the truth. Like, yes, you might get in trouble, but you will get in even more trouble by lying to me. You will get in triple trouble for lying to me, okay? Because at the end of the day, there are going to be consequences to your actions. But if you're keeping it up front and you're being honest, the consequences are lessened.
Yes.
Keep it real. My moral of the story is to keep it real.
Cool.
Or get gone.
My moral of the story is simply this. Listen, free will. People have the free will. You got to give people all the information in order for them to make the decisions. But nothing will let you know whether or not you're handsome or not, but then telling the woman the truth when you initially meet her. If you tell her the truth and she's willing to continue to stay or whatever, yeah, because morals and values are subjective, folks. No matter what people tell you, you can tell people, oh, I would never do this. I would never do that. I would never, until you find the person who you will amend your morals and values and standards for. But the key is to find someone that won't have you do those things. But to sit there and say, I will never, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, I would love to be in a monogamous whatever relationship, but Tessa Thompson, she's like, hey, what it do? You may think about it. It all depends on who your suitors and what your options. You're only as loyal as your options. That's pretty much it. And so you got to do in your relationship what makes you you got to make sure that you're doing what you got to do to make your relationship works, and it looks different for everybody. So don't tie yourself down to monogamy if that's not really your thing. No sense being in a relationship if you're going to be unhappy. That shit is for the birds. That is old. Don't do that shit. It will blow up in your face, and it does not matter. All right.
It don't.
All right.
I agree with you, TJ, for once.
Look. Yes, and if you start a podcast, make sure you screen your co-hosts because they get upset with you. Because apparently, I can't talk about Beyonce, can't talk about relationships. Look at Jamali. Jamali got a quick in there. I've never seen Jamali so agitated than when I said anything about Beyonce. She said, Giovanni turned into Jesse real quick. It's like, oh, really, TJ? Fuck this podcast.
You're not about to do that. That's right, Jay. That's right.
Whatever. Look, Nia Long will be all right. She will be single for like 3 seconds if that's what she chooses to be. If she's not going to leave, then let her cheat. Then let him cheat in peace. Stop making a fuss. Let him cheat in peace. So that's the moral of the story. Hey, we appreciate each and every one of y'all listening to the Soapboxx Podcast. So for Alan York, for Coach Giovanni of the Beehive, and for Jesse, this is the Soapboxx Podcast, and we are out. Peace. Tell them what we talking about. Anything. Tell them what we talking about.